It's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday and it's time for
Craig and Ryland's Magic Review Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
And welcome back to another review show. We've got a special one this week, 5 tricks. And Ryland is performing two tricks on one of the products. So in other words, we're doing 6 performances today. That's a lot. It's a lot. It's a bumper review show special. We've got some really interesting stuff that we're looking at and one particular clunker that I really don't like. So we're going to start. We'll find out when we get there. We'll find out when we get there. But we're going to start off with a brand new trick from Alakazam, which always gets Ryland very excited. Brand new trick from Alakazam. It's actually a re-release from a trick they brought out 11 years ago. Yeah, 11 years ago, right? Before you were even born. So let's have a look at that right now. Okay, so first up, we have a new Alakazam item. We have Big Reaction by Andy Nyman. Andy Nyman, yeah, go crazy. Andy Nyman is one of my favourite magicians. You met Andy at the London Magic Convention. Yes. You met his son Preston as well. And yeah, I mean, Andy Nyman is one of the great thinkers in the world of magic and mentalism. And as it says here, Big Reaction is Andy Nyman's take on the Roy Johnson effect. He's performed this killer version of the trick literally thousands of times, and this is, the reaction's always the same. This trick is a phenomenal opener or a killer closer. I'd agree with that. This came out about 11 years ago. And when it came out, it got bought out with blank cards, and you had to write the words on yourself. But this version, the cards are specially printed, the box is specially printed. It's actually really, really well made, as it says, includes custom printed cards. Now, if you don't know what Big Reaction is, the name is, the clue is in the name, because it's designed to get your audience to give you a big reaction and go crazy.
Of the trick.
It is.
You make a deal at the beginning.
You do. In fact, do you want to perform it?
Yeah, perform.
We'll get Ryland to perform it, just so you see exactly how it plays, and then when he's performed it, we'll talk about what we think.
I'm going to show you an amazing trick, but we have to make a deal.
What's the deal?
If I get this trick right, you've got to go crazy.
Go crazy?
Yeah.
Like clapping and whooping and go Ryland, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But if I get it wrong, you get to boo me.
Oh, that would be amazing. Your ego's running wild. Okay, right, okay. You got me at the booing thing.
I'm going to ask you 3 questions.
Okay.
3 questions.
Okay.
Now, the first question is, think of a value and say it.
Any value?
Yes.
6.
6. Now, I've got this pack of cards here.
Okay.
Okay. Now, red card or black card? This is question 2.
Ooh, red card, black card. A red card. Red card.
Red card. So it's a 2 of a red card.
No, 6. I said 6.
No, 6 of a red card.
6 of a red card, yeah.
6 of a red card. Diamonds or hearts?
Hearts. I like hearts.
6 of hearts then.
Yes, sir.
Also known as 23.
Yes, in the moniker it would be 23, yes.
So
6 of hearts.
6 of hearts. Now I've got this deck here that I showed you. Yeah. Let me just take out the 6 of hearts.
Okay.
There. It's right near there. It's right near the beginning.
Okay.
And you see all these cards, yeah? You see them all?
Yeah.
All there, all different. Now, look. This card has Bill on it.
Yes, it does.
So does this card.
Yes.
So does this card.
Yes.
In fact, every single card in the deck, every single card in this deck of cards has got Boo on it. Well, I say everyone. Not everyone.
What do you mean not everyone?
The only one that doesn't.
No.
Is the 6 of hearts.
Woo! Go Ryland! Yeah! Woo! Ryland, he's the man. If he can't do it, no one can. Was that crazy enough?
Yeah.
Good. So that was a great performance, and that is exactly what Big Reaction is. It is a great opener because, you know, one of the things I find, I don't know about you, Ryan, when you're doing close-up magic and you're at a gig, I think it's really important to get the audience, like, really cheering and clapping, because you want to make sure that the person who's booked you knows that you're doing a good job, right? So if you're booked as a restaurant, I know you do restaurants, and you're booked at a restaurant, you want to make sure the manager of the restaurant knows you're doing a good job. If you're being booked as a private, from private clients, you want to make sure that private client knows you're doing a good job. So I think it's really important to get the audiences you're performing for. You've got to get them to give you a big reaction. And there's a lot of people on Facebook groups that go, you shouldn't ask for applause. Well, maybe not, but you should definitely try wherever possible to engineer a situation where they are more likely to give you claps and applause and cheers. And this is what that does. And that's why it's such a great opener.
You're not asking for it, Because you're saying if it goes wrong,
You can boo
then
me.
you don't have to.
Exactly.
But if it does, you have to.
And I love the fact that it's all linked up, and it's also really fair. You know, there's versions of this trick, and Andy talks about this on the download. Andy and Peter talk about this on the download. There's versions of this trick that you could do where, you know, you got like a sticky card or something, or you do a double lift, but it's not as clean as this. With this, you're in a situation where they can name any card they want to. There's no force. They can literally name any card. And I know Ryland was really just performing it on me, but the way Andy suggests you do it in the real world is you get 3 people involved. So you have one person name the value, one person name the colour, one person name the suit. And you know as well as me, right, it's really important that when you've got a big audience that are watching you, you want to get as many people in that audience to interact with what you're doing as possible. So you get all these people involved in what's happening, and then you've got this really killer moment where they've freely named a card, that card's put down on the table, they've had a free choice, you show that every other card's got boo on it, and then the last card, the card that they named, is the only one with go crazy. And that card that's left there, they can examine that if they want to. What do you think of it? What's that? Well, let me ask you a few questions. It's an instant reset, isn't it? Is there a reset to it? Yeah, it's an instant
We have to put a card in the deck back where it should be.
And well, it doesn't even need to be back
easy.
where it should be. It can go pretty much anywhere in that a certain section.
Yeah, section.
And then that's it. And then you put the deck away in your pocket and you're good to go. Now, I don't want to give anything away in the method, so don't go elaborating on what I'm about to say. But you do have to carry more than a deck of cards around. There is something else you need to carry as well. From a pocket management point of view, that's not a problem. It'll take up one pocket, whether that be a trouser pocket or a suit jacket pocket or something.
If it's jogger pocket like that, you could probably fit more stuff in there.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else you need to know? Angles. It's completely angle proof, isn't it? No angle problems at all.
Yeah.
The magic can be done in the spectator's hands. You don't need a table, do you?
No.
It's instantly reset. And how easy is it to do?
Pretty easy.
There's no moves. There's no moves.
You just got to remember something.
You need to remember something, but the other thing is the
But
thing
I
that
already
you,
figured out
the
a way to
thing.
remember.
Well, the thing that you need to remember as well. The box actually cues you with the information, doesn't it? Which is very clever. Aidgar from Monster Creations has designed a box that gives you the information that you need, but you don't need to use those boxes. If you want to, you can just shove them in a bicycle box. You don't need to use those boxes, but they are very clever. Yeah, I mean, it is what it says. You just saw Ryland do the performance. It makes a great opener. It gets people to whoop, holler, and cheer, which is what you want at the beginning of the performance. But it also would make a really good closer. I think this would close would be a good closer. What do you reckon? It's great for walk around. It's great for close
But you
up.
could say you've got to go crazy at the end of this show.
But you know what? I think this would work on stage as well. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
There's no reason why it wouldn't. You know, you could go, oh, you can't do card tricks on stage. Come on, how many card tricks do I do on stage? You've seen me in the illusion show. I do loads of tricks. Destination Box is an example. I think this would work on stage.
Penn and Teller. I've saw someone when that's a card trick. They pack it.
Well, they do. They do
Yeah,
loads
they
of
got a
card
blue
tricks.
card, goes across the line, comes red.
Yeah. Okay, that's not Penn and Teller, but that's one of the acts that were on Penn. It's not Penn and Teller themselves that did that.
Yeah,
I think you're
that-
thinking
that's
Eric
what-
Chen. Is it
Penn
Eric
and
Chen?
Teller Fallers.
Yeah.
And Penn and Teller Fallers.
It's you know what? I really like this. I think this is awesome. I have a feeling I know what you're going to give it because it's an Alakazam trick. But would you do this in the real world?
Definitely.
Next time you get a booking, are you going to go and do this?
Yes. I'm going to
Um,
do all the Alakazam tricks then.
Well, maybe.
Well, I probably can't.
We've
do it.
just took a booking, haven't we, for New Year's Eve? You and me doing our full 2-person illusion show.
I'm
have
going
to-
to get paid.
Yeah, of course you're going to get paid. And maybe you could do this in the show.
Yeah.
Aren't you doing close up before? We got to do close up before the show. You and I have got to go around and do close up magic before the show,
But
and then we're going to do the
different
show.
Stuff.
But you're going to work one side of the room. I'm going to work the other side. You get all your tables done. I'll get my tables done, and then we'll do the show for everybody.
Okay.
But I'm going to give this 99%. I think this is brilliant.
99.
99.
Give it 100.
Okay, I'll give it 100.
Yeah.
It is very good. I'm giving it 100. I was just being funny giving it 99. It's 100%. It's very good. It's Andy Nyman. What's not to love?
Why
What
did you
giving
say
it?
99?
To wind you up. What you giving it?
120.
100. What a surprise. 120% from Ryland. 99/100% from me. It's absolutely amazing. It's another killer from Alakazam Magic. Yeah, let's move on. Okay, so next up we have Super Gamma Deck by Sioma. You'll have to excuse Ryland. We've stopped for 15 minutes because he's got hiccups. And there's another one. He's got to go to bed. It's quite late, so we have to just get this done. So you're gonna have to put up with the hiccups. So we've got Super Gamma Deck by Sioma. Now this is a gaff. You're so annoying. This is a gaff deck of cards, and what it allows you to do is have a card picked. There's a colour changing deck in there. There's a sort of a blank deck finale in there. There's an awful lot going on with one deck of cards and no deck switch. I'm going to perform the trick for you first of all. I'm going to perform it to Ryland. We filmed the performance before we filmed this, so there will be no hiccups in the performance. And then we'll talk about what we think. Ryan, I'm going to show you the greatest card trick of all time, okay?
Yeah.
Uses a pack of 52 playing cards. They're all there. They're all different. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Now, most magicians, what they will do is they will spread through the cards on the table and they'll tell you to pick one. Some magicians might spread through the cards in their hands and tell you to pick one, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you a free choice. As I go through, just name any one of them, any one that you want.
9 of clubs.
9 of clubs, that one there, you sure? Do you want to change your mind or are you happy with the 9 of clubs?
Happy with the 9 of clubs.
And I'm going to show you something amazing with the 9 of clubs. Because think about this for a second. You genuinely could have thought of any card, couldn't you? You had a free choice. You could have named any card. If I wave my hand over, snap my fingers, do you know what happens?
What?
I can take your 9 of clubs and turn it into a red back card. Check that out. It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how it works? I've got magic fingers. Every time I snap my fingers, I can make a card turn red. If I snap my fingers 3 times, do you know what happens?
What?
Every single one of these cards turns red, dude. Every single one of them. Every single card. Every single card turns red. Because I understand how the cards turn red. I get that. You know what I don't understand?
What?
I don't understand how I snap my fingers one more time. That card turns blank. In fact, not just that card. Every card except for the 7 of spades. You know why the 7 of spades didn't turn blank? Because that's my favourite card. But if I snap my fingers one more time, no, it's still there. Hang on a second. 3, 2, 1. And just like that. Even... Now, the 7 of spades isn't turning blank. Look, I tell you what. You snap your fingers. And if you snap... You need to do a better snap. If you snap your fingers, look at that, right? Even the 7 of spades down at the bottom turns blank. Every single card in the deck turns blank with red back. And that is the trick. Okay, so that was Super Gamma Deck by Sioma. And I have to tell you right now, I absolutely hate this trick. I hate it with a passion. For a start, it uses a certain principle. I'm sure anybody who watched the principle knows what the principle is that's at use here. It's fairly obvious. It uses rough and smooth in a very interesting way, but the deck is really badly made. Now, I know a lot about rough and smooth. I've been using rough and smooth for years.
Rough and fluid?
No, roughing fluid is roughing fluid is what you apply to the cards to make them rough and smooth. I've been using rough and smooth for a long time on many different things. And this deck is not made very well at all. It handles really badly compared to a normal rough and smooth deck. It's almost like the cards aren't real bicycle cards or they've over roughed them or something. But because of that, it's a very difficult deck to handle. Also, the other thing is, let's take the invisible deck as an example, because the invisible deck does use rough and smooth. The thing with the invisible deck is if you routine the trick correctly, people won't suspect that there's a gimmick deck in play because it's not like something absolutely crazy is happening. One card is turning over in the middle of the deck and it's their card. And the focus is on that card. When you do an invisible deck routine and the one card's turned over, you can put that card down there, put the rest of the deck away. You put the focus on that card. Now with this, what you're doing is you're having them name a card. You're putting that card down. Rather than just saying, hey, it's the only one in the deck, that's got a red back, for example, you're then coming back and turning all of the cards red. You're then turning all of the backs black, all of the fronts blank, and there's so much more happening, which puts the focus on the deck. The focus is not on the individual playing card that they pick. The focus is on the deck because they've just seen a red deck turn blue or a blue deck turn red. They've just seen a fully printed deck turn blank. And they cannot examine that deck. Not only can they not examine that deck, they can't come anywhere close to that deck. If they even touch it, they're going to realise the secret. And I think that's one of the big flaws in this routine. And also, in all honesty, you can do what you see here. What you see here, you can do with a regular deck of cards with very minimal sleight of hand. The first part of it is just a colour changing deck. Well, you can do any colour changing deck that you want to do. You can do any colour changing deck, and you don't need to use a gaff deck. Then you've got the blank deck finale. But I mean, look at just some of John Gustafero's work. He's got routines with a regular deck of cards where he's got a blank deck that prints themselves, that turns blank, and the decks change colour, and the selected card changes colour, and everything's examinable at the end. I think if you're doing a routine like this, the focus is on the deck because of how impossible it is. I think it's an issue that they can't examine it. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. I've been wrong before. Maybe I'm wrong. But you couple that with the fact that it really doesn't handle very well at all. It's very clunky. It's very, very difficult to handle. Coupled with the fact that the routine, the one routine that you get with this, it's like an 8-minute download, with 8 or 10 minute download with one routine. The routine is kind of uninspiring. You know, it's kind of like, oh, pick a card, it's turned red. The rest of the cards have turned red. The deck's blank. I've kind of over-talked you with this, but I really hate this. I haven't actually talked to you about this. What do you think of it? I really don't like it.
I think it's terrible.
You think it's terrible?
Yeah.
It just doesn't look very magical, does it? In all honesty, the deck handles so badly. Now, bearing in mind, I've spent so much time playing around with rough and fluid and rough and smooth and so on and so forth. How many takes did I have to do of this before I actually got it looking decent?
50?
No, I didn't do 50 takes. Shut up. But I did about 5. Did about 5 takes before.
No,
and
10.
No, it wasn't that many.
It was 10.
And I did. Normally I don't. Normally I just do one take, don't I, on the review show. Normally I don't have to do a second take, and he does just one take as well because we've practiced it beforehand. And it wasn't because I was doing it badly. It's because the roughing fluid was separating every single time. Well, it happened in that performance. It was like, look, hang on, that's not done, but look, now I can fix it. So, you know, it's just not very good, to be perfectly honest. I think there's better ways of accomplishing this. I think that there's better decks out there that are made better. I think that the effect is very uninspiring. I think that whoever is Suoma, or whatever his name is, Sioma, I think that Sioma and his team just sat there and thought, right, okay, how many effects can we jam into one pack of cards? Yeah, I just think it's...
What? My question is, why is there gloves?
I have no idea. No idea. I'm going to give this 15%. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not very impressive. It doesn't handle very well. There's better ways of accomplishing the same thing. 15% from me. What are you giving it, Hiccup?
0.
0%.
Hiccup's an actual character in a book.
Really?
Well, trying to drive me.
There you go. I didn't know that. 0% from Ryland. 15% from me. Let's move on with the next trick. Okay, so next up we have Recoil by Rick Holcombe. Now this is from Copelamd coins. However, it has been put in Murphy's Magic, so it is available from all good magic dealers. Copelamd coins, if you haven't checked them out, if you're a coin worker, you want to check out Copelamd coins. They do some amazing magic. They have downloads, they have ebooks, they have coins, they have gimmicks. They do some of the best, well, no, the best Akito boxes in the whole of the world.
Yes,
they do so many different things. Copelamd coins are great, aren't they?
Yeah.
And this is Rick Holcombe is a genius when it comes to creating magic. So what Recoil is it's basically a spellbound routine with a coin and a ball bearing. So you get a ball bearing, you don't get a coin. You need to supply your own coin, any silver dollar signs. Yeah, we've got lots because Ryland's been practicing this as well. Put those back over there. You supply your own coin. I'm going to use a peace dollar with this. And basically what the routine does is it's a spellbound routine between a coin and a ball bearing. Now,
do you have to buy the other thing?
No, everything comes with it. The only thing you need to supply is a coin. Now, a couple of things I want to point out before I do a performance. First of all, it's the finale is the best part of this routine, in my opinion. So the transposition between the coin and the ball bearing is good. However, the ending that you're about to see where you stretch the coin out, doesn't that look good? I mean, that looks so good. This is, for me, the best way to end a coin routine I've ever seen. It just looks absolutely amazing. Forget about a jumbo coin. That's a thing of the past. You do any type of coin routine. You do a coins across and then at the end get them to pick a coin, stretch it. It looks absolutely incredible. The tutorial is great as well. We'll talk about the tutorial in a second. But first of all, I'm going to perform it for you. This is probably after a day or two's practice. It's going to get better, but I think I've got the mechanics down now.
So
Yeah, yeah. Okay, right, so have a look at this. This is an American silver peace dollar. Check it out, make sure it's okay. That coin actually has a 97% silver content.
I thought it was 98.
No, it's 97, which means that because it's got 97% silver content, if you warm the coin up, it can almost make it look like the metal in the coin is flexible. If you really kind of squeeze it and roll it, it starts to look a little bit like a ball. I mean, obviously it's not. If I flatten it out, you can see it's actually a coin. But I mean, you would swear that that really is a ball, wouldn't you? You'd actually swear that it's a ball. Of course, I can flatten it into a coin. Now, to be clear, this is not a magic trick. See, a magic trick would be to put this coin over here, to put the coin over there. I haven't got a pocket, so I'll put it over there. Squeeze and make the coin come back. That would be a magic trick. But this is not a magic trick. This is me taking advantage of the properties in the coin. In fact, if I want to, I can actually make it look like that coin is actually stretchy. Do that one more time. Look, it really does look like that coin is stretchy, but it's not. I mean, you can check that out and have a look at it. It really does look like it is.
Not stretchy.
Yeah, I told you. So there you go. That's the routine. That is Recoil. Now, the first thing that I want to say to you is the tutorial for this is incredible. So it's about 45 minutes long, and it's Rick, and I love the production quality of it. At various different points, you've got writing coming up around the screen, and you've got still shots of the various different moves. The tutorial is brilliant. He goes through everything with a fine-tooth comb. He talks about how you can just do the bit with the ball bearing and just have it melt down and then go back into a coin. You don't have to do the stretch at the end, or you can just do the stretch. You can just carry the stretch around with you. At the end of the coin routine, you can do a stretch. There's lots of different options in terms of that. And then, even though he teaches you a whole bunch of moves, you can actually basically plug your own moves into there as well. I
might have actually been fooled the first time you did it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I just didn't know there was that much switches and everything.
Yeah, I know, right? It's really cool.
Is that switches? If so, that's quite a lot.
I'll be doing this on a Magic Live soon because I changed the handling in the performance you just saw slightly because I was sitting down and a couple of the moves wouldn't have worked as well sitting down. I've been practicing. It's designed for a walk-around performance. And the way that Rick explains it as a walk-around performer is absolutely brilliant. But you can change the moves around to fit your own personality, especially if you're an experienced coin worker. So, for example, there's one phase where Rick uses a back thumb palm. I've never liked the back thumb palm. It's just not a move that I've ever liked. I've never made it look good. I've seen other people that do make it look good. I'm just not one that makes it look good. So I'm going to change that out for a different move. When you understand how the routine works, you can change it around. And it's the same with the stretch. The way I do the stretch is I've changed the stretch around a little bit to make it work better for me.
You can change it around if you want to, as long as it fits you.
Exactly, that's right.
You don't have to do it how he does it, though.
No, you don't. And, I can't wait to take this out and work it in the real world. I cannot wait. I was going to work it in today, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. But I'm going to work...
Did you forget it?
No, it wasn't that. I was supposed to do a close-up job. I was supposed to do a close-up job today, but unfortunately an entertainer was ill, so I had to cover 2 kids' parties, which meant I didn't get to do my close-up gig.
You had to get someone else to cover yours.
Exactly, but my friend Mr. Della stepped in. My brother from another mother from Phantasmagoria, obviously. Anyway, we're digressing. The cool thing about this is it's really fun to practice. Like, I love practicing this. I love practicing the moves. And what you just saw was after like a day or two's practice, I'm going to get better at it. This is a routine that I want to get down. I want to get looking good because this is so super magical. I love it. I love the whole thing. I love the ball bearing. And you can get it directly from Copelamd coins, and you can get a deluxe version, which I did, which gets a bigger ball. You get a bigger ball. And the moves that you do with the smaller ball will also work with the bigger ball. So there's lots of
this bigger.
So there's lots of different options with this. It's very, very cool.
Is it deluxe for stage?
No, it's all for close-up. But here's the thing.
Would it be good for parlour?
Yeah, it'd be good for parlour. Be good for parlour, not for stage, but parlour. I think the best.
Close up, walk around.
Yeah, walk around. Yeah, I think the best place to use this is walk around. I think walk around.
Because you won't have to do it on the table. You don't have to do this on the table.
Yeah, this is for walk around. This
I've
is
got no more
absolutely incredible. I know they've gone. So for walk around, this is incredible. No, one coin takes up no pocket space. It looks super visual. The angles on it are great. It's a real surprising kicker ending, and then you can transition from this into any other coin routine you want to, or you can use it as a transition piece from another coin routine into a coin. There's so much you can do with this. I love this. For me, this is the trick of the week. I'm going to give this 100%. I love this. I think it's brilliant, and like I say, it's really super fun to play with. What are you giving it?
100%.
100% as well. You're going to get this down, aren't you?
Yeah.
I know you're going to practice this.
I know what you need to do. I just don't actually know the phases. Like I know the part. No, that's
Yeah.
not part. I know all the switching and stuff.
Yeah, but you just need to stream it all together into yeah, exactly.
An actual trick.
Well, maybe if you can get this down in the next week or so, we'll put it on your YouTube channel. How's that sound?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so there you go. It is 100% from me and 100% from him. It's available from all good Magic dealers, but if you want the deluxe version, go to Copelamd Coins. And if you do go to Copelamd Coins, check out some of their other stuff because all of it is brilliant. Okay, so Ryland, one of Ryland's favourite things in the whole world is magic, but the other thing he loves is maths.
It's my actual favourite topic.
He will actually sit there and just practice maths, and he comes home with books of maths facts and stuff like that.
Yes,
And full disclosure, we didn't pay for this. Vinny Sagoo sent you this for your birthday, didn't he?
Yes.
This is a new book by Vinny Sagoo from Neo Magic. Obviously, we've just done a review show especially on Neo Magic, and you did their routine on your Instagram channel recently, didn't you? You performed it to Thea. The one with the pictures, and she had to think of one, and you told her what she was thinking of. What this book is, it's by Vinny Sagoo, and it's 45 maths magic tricks.
45?
12. You haven't read the whole book yet, have you? You've been skimming it, but I mean, there's 45 tricks here. You only knew 3. You learned 3 of them so far, but we're only going to perform 2. 12 teaching videos, 6 PDFs. Get ready to blow minds using magic with cards, coins, dice, dominoes, magic squares, calculators, even paper clips. Everything is super easy to learn, and it's been taught by Vinny Sagoo, who has been a mathemagician for over 30 years. You know what? Forget Ryland. I thought this was just going to be a kid's book, and it's just going to be for kids. There's some incredible stuff in there. Ryland's been reading it. He's not been allowing me to read it.
Yeah, but
oh, look at that! I didn't know Vinny had signed it to Ryland. Wishing you a happy birthday, Vinny. That's nice. But you can see in there, you've got lots of barcodes where you can actually, not barcodes, QR codes, where you can scan the QR code and you can see videos and so on and so forth, which is really cool. So
it's got all the things at the beginning.
Yeah. So you're going to show everyone a trick first of all.
I'm going to show them 2 tricks.
Yeah, but you're going to start off with this one, Alberti. And you said that you were going to do this to your teacher at school and blow her mind. Have you done that yet?
Not yet. I'm going to do it, I don't know.
Do it Monday.
Golden time.
Loads.
I'll do it on golden time, that's Thursday.
Thursday. You can do it on Thursday. And it's a way of making people think you're a math genius, right? Yeah. So you're going to perform that first of all, yeah?
Yes.
Let's have a look at that.
I am a maths genius.
You're a maths genius, are you?
Yes, and I'm going to do complicated maths
in
my head before you can even do it on a calculator.
Don't believe you.
Look, I've got the Sharpie for you, the Sharpie for me.
Okay.
Now, think of any 3-digit number.
Okay.
And then say it.
429.
429.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so I'll write it again. 429, yeah?
Okay.
And think of another one.
Another number? Any number?
Yeah. 3-digit though.
216.
200.
No, 216.
216.
Yep.
Now I'm going to get to think of a number.
Okay.
I'm going to go for 7.
Okay.
An 8.
Okay.
783.
Okay.
Okay.
So what these numbers mean? What am I supposed to do?
So you got to times them, put the answer, add them together. You put your answer there, but you get to use a calculator. Then I'll put my answer.
So hang on, just to clarify, these numbers here, I have to times them together, come up with a total.
Yeah.
Then times these together, come up with a total.
And then
add those together, and you're going to do that before I've done it on a calculator.
Yes.
Not a chance.
Okay. So
tell me when.
I'll tell you when to go. Go.
Move your hand. I can't see the numbers. Right.
Go. Now. Done.
What? You're probably wrong. 92,664, 428,571, 428. That.
Yes. Get it.
He cheated. He cheated. He's a cheat. He's a cheat.
I did not cheat.
You cheated.
I did not cheat.
Cheated.
I did not. It's magic. I'm a maths genius.
So there you go. That is Alberti. I absolutely love that. But there's another one. This one. Cardless. This fooled the pants off me. I love this.
Yeah, it did for me.
Yeah, right. Well, you read it and you were like, "That's impossible," and you were reading it and going, "That's impossible. That's impossible." I was like, "Are you okay, dude?" And he was like, "This can't work." And you were there with a calculator going, "Oh my, it works! It's incredible!" And then you were just running around. He's been showing this particular trick to everybody. Didn't you go swimming? And you were just like showing this to people while you were swimming or something, I was told.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
While Thea was swimming and I was while I was watching Thea, I was in the seats. I showed my friend it from he's from Lenthorne, year 5. I showed him.
Wow.
Same class as me.
Wow.
Showed him.
Wow.
And his parents.
Wow. And were they fooled?
Yes.
It's a really nice impromptu trick, actually. It's a way of using maths to work out someone's playing card, which is ridiculous. I'm going to get Ryland to perform this for you as well.
I'm going to show you an amazing trick.
An amazing trick.
Yes. You need to get your calculator out though.
I'm prepared. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Good. Now, I don't want to look at this.
Okay. That's why I've turned it away from you.
Yes. Now think of a playing card. Don't say it out loud because I'm going to try and figure out what it is.
You're going to figure out my card?
Yeah, now think of the value.
Okay.
And then put it in the calculator.
Okay.
Times it by 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then add 1.
Add 1.
Times 5.
Times 5.
And then if it's a club, add 6. Spades, add 7. No, heart, add 7.
Yep.
Spades, add 8. Diamonds, add 9.
Okay.
Now, what do you end up with?
103.
103.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me you were thinking of the 9 of spades.
Yes, you are right. It was absolutely the 9 of spades. That's awesome. So there you go. I mean, I love that. I love that. I can't believe that works so well, but it does. It's kind of a head scratcher. It's a really nice everyday carry thing, actually. You know, it's kind of a really weird one. You could put a really nice set together using some of the stuff in this book, especially if you're going into a magic square.
I'm gonna give this book. I'm gonna give this book 119%, and the first trick 99%, and which is the
Alberti,
and then the second trick. No, Alberti's 110%, and cardless is 99%.
Okay. But altogether, the book gets 119%.
Yes.
Every time you open it and read it, you learn another trick, don't you? Like he's only just started reading it, and you're about like not even a fifth of the way through. But every single time he opens it and he learns
not
something.
Not even an eighth. I've only learned two 2 out of 45 tricks.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean,
45.
every single time he looks at this, he learns another trick that just blows my
43
mind.
more tricks.
Good grief. So there you go. It's a really good book. Like I said, some of the stuff in there would make a great lead into a magic square.
Oh, you know the close-up thing that I'm doing on the New Year's Eve? I could do 3 Alexander tricks, Executive Suite, Clued Up, Go Crazy, and then the rest can just be...
Look, you've got a bigger repertoire than most magicians. I'm sure you won't have a problem. Yeah, it'd make a great lead-in. Shut up so I can talk. It'd make
not shut up. Blah, 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 blah.
Come on, Ryan. Come on. Let me finish. It'd be a great lead-in to a Magic Square routine, that Alberti especially. But there's some really good stuff in there. Some really nice mind reading and just some really crazy stuff. Some matrix routines. Yeah, I'm going to give this 95%. I think it's really good. Yes. It's highly recommended, and it's a really fun book to read as well. It's by Vinny Sagoo, and it's available exclusively from Neo Magic. Okay, so the final one that we're looking at right here is Candy Ghost.
I don't know why it's called Candy Ghost, but there's no candy.
Maybe.
Oh, I get it. It's because it's a candy box.
Exactly. But you can put candy in there. Yeah.
Yeah, the presentation is you actually...
And it's by Andrew and André Previato or something like that. And what it is basically is it's by Magic Dream, and it's a way of doing a card revelation out of a Tic Tac box. Which I thought, I'll be honest, when I saw this, I thought, I'm going to hate this. I'm going to hate this completely. Because the whole ghost presentation thing isn't really my sort of thing.
Yeah, but you've had ghost presentation with the slate and the bell.
Yeah.
No, you could actually do these three tricks on Halloween, including the sock trick. That's 4 tricks you can do on Halloween.
Very true. But it's not Halloween for another year now. But let's have a look at a full performance of this. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at a full performance. I'm going to perform this to Ryland so you can see exactly what happens. Now, Ryland's 2 favourite things are playing cards, especially custom playing cards. Even though you've got loads of decks, I think your Star Wars deck is one of your favourites, isn't it?
Yes, actually really
and also you like Tic Tacs.
Mm-hmm.
You eat a lot of Tic Tacs. Normally when Mommy's not looking and you're not allowed. But we have an empty Tic Tac box, which is not a good Tic Tac box for you. We have an empty Tic Tac box. But this is not a normal Tic Tac box. You know why?
Why?
I caught a ghost in there.
Don't tell.
I won't, I'll leave it in. But I know you believe in ghosts because the other day you were like calling the ghosts to write messages for me. And I know you believe in ghosts. I caught a ghost inside there. I did. And it's not just any ghost, it's the ghost of a magician. Would you like to see what this ghost can do?
That's the one that was ringing the bell.
It was the one that was ringing the bell. It's the very same ghost. Are we going to do a trick with that? I'll show you.
And the one that was doing
right.
the message.
Well, we're going to. I'm going to show you something really, really cool because you see this ghost here can work out what your card is that you're going to pick, even if you don't know what the card is. Let me prove it to you. All these cards are here. They're all different. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm going to give them one more shuffle, and just like that. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is cut some cards, cut about half, but it's up to you. Put them there. Put them on the table. I'm just going to mark the cut. Is that fair?
Yes.
Cool. Now, you don't know what the card is that you've cut to. I don't know what the card that you've cut to. But if this is really the ghost of a magician, he should be able to work out what the card is. Watch. I'm just going to breathe in here. Watch this part, yeah? Watch. I'm just going to breathe in. Does it look like anything's happening?
No.
Now look. Do you see? Look at that. Do you see what's showing up there on the Tic Tac box?
Yeah.
What is it?
7 of diamonds.
7 of diamonds. It probably isn't showing up very well on camera, but you can see that very clearly, can't you?
Yes.
7 of diamonds. And you cut to one card and one card only. And the card you cut to is the 7 of diamonds. The ghost knows. The ghost knows what your card is. So that's what it is. Now, I don't know how well that showed up on camera. Probably not very well. But when you're looking at it, it shows up really well, doesn't it? And all you have to do is blow into that Tic Tac box. And when you do, you have, like it shows there on the box, you have the name of their card that they're thinking of just
You get
appear
3
inside
choices.
the box.
You get 3 choices.
Yeah, you can either have the 7 of diamonds, the 3 of clubs, or the 5 of hearts. You buy one particular version.
This one's got in it 5 of hearts. You just showed the 7 of diamonds.
They also do a superhero one, where you can have like a superhero logo, like the Spider-Man and Superman and Batman, and you can get to pick one of those.
Is there
So they
Flash?
got, I don't know, there might be. So there's a lot of different versions of this that you can get. It's a really nice idea, and I actually do quite like it because you can actually use it as a normal Tic Tac box. So you can actually put Tic Tacs in there.
You
So
can
you
start eating the Tic Tacs every time you do a performance. Like
So
every
have
time
you
you
ever
do
seen-
a performance, you eat 2 Tic Tacs, and
Well,
then at the end, like, you go.
Have you ever seen that routine that I do where I show 4 Tic Tacs and I push them into my eye one at a time, and then I push them into my nose and push them into my ear, and then they come out my throat? Have you seen that? You haven't seen that? It was on Geek Magic by Thomas Mendoza years ago, but it's even older than him. I remember seeing John Tremaine on a Tricker Tape video doing it with balled up pieces of foil. I've never shown it you. It's so weird.
Show it me.
You just need 4 Tic Tacs. I'll teach it you. It'd be a good one.
I'll go get you 4 Tic Tacs.
Okay, well, after we film, the point is, I actually do
Come
that.
up to my bedroom so you can put me to bed, and then I'll give you 4 Tic Tacs, and I'll play.
I'll do it for you quickly, okay?
Yeah.
So I do that routine a fair bit actually when I'm doing walk around, especially when I'm outdoor at festivals. And I love the idea of having this Tic Tac box, having 4 Tic Tacs in there, tipping them out, doing that, and then having this Tic Tac box do the card revelation. I think that's really good. And you love this, don't you? Because you love carrying Tic Tacs around with you.
Yeah.
Having the ability to do a card trick.
I've got like 2 Tic Tac boxes.
And how easy is this, right?
It's easy.
All you have to do is a card force. And, you know, I just used the simplest card force that there was when I was performing it, which is obviously a cross-cut force. It's very easy to do. It's an instant reset. All you have to do to reset it, you said to me, how do you reset it? You just literally just rub the inside out. That's it. Takes a couple of seconds to reset. It's easy to do. It's kind of examinable. You wouldn't want people breathing into the box, but you know they can look at the Tic Tac box before and afterwards, and it looks perfectly normal. And yeah, it's kind of visual. If you want to carry something around, and it looks like it could be part of an everyday carry. You know, a lot of people carry little Tic Tac boxes around with them with Tic Tacs in. Oh, and the other thing is, I've talked on this channel all the time. You know that trick I do by Justin Miller, where you've got the Tic Tac inside the box and you make it jump.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Yeah, I taught you that one, right? That works with that
Isn't
Tic Tac.
it something about
Don't tell them how it works.
like you get a Tic Tac and put it through the box?
No, the one where it jumps inside the box.
Oh yes.
You know, I do it with the playing card thing, so the Tic Tac jumps inside the box when you wave it over the playing card.
Oh yeah.
You remember the one, yeah? Justin Miller's trick. You do it.
I do.
Well, it works with that Tic Tac box. So the method that Justin uses to make that Tic Tac jump, which is normal Tic Tac box, it actually works with that Tic Tac box as well. So there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, you know the one I mean now. It takes him a while. So, yeah, I think this is really
You
good.
could combine them together.
You could. That's the point I was trying to make. So, yeah, I really like this. I'm going to give it 90%. I think that... I didn't think I was going to like this. I got this from Alakazam when I was at Alakazam. I saw it on the shelf and Peter said it's new in. So I bought it while it's there. It's why it's got the price tag on from Alakazam. And I said to him, I don't think I'm going to like this, but we'll take it back and we'll review it. And now I've looked at it, I do actually really like this.
It's a good trick.
In fact, I like it so much, I might have to buy another one because he's nicked it off me. He's told me I can't have the Tic Tac box because he's going to have it, so...
It's right here.
Yeah, that's his. So I'm going to give it 90%. What are you giving it, Ray?
99.
99%. So 99% from Ryland, 90% from me. Let's wrap this whole thing up.
And that's another review show in the back. And that's another review show in the back. And that's another review show in the back.
Okay, right, guys. That is another review show in the bag, like he said. Thank you so much for joining in and watching this week's review show. There's a few things that you guys are asking for us to review, including the N5 pad, which we will be reviewing very, very soon. If there's anything else you'd like to see us review, please let us know. Also, don't forget, if you want to see more videos like this, you know what you got to do. You just got to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Also, Ryland has a YouTube channel. He is on almost 500 subs, dude. He uploads videos 3 days a week. He uploads videos on a Sunday, a Wednesday, and a Friday. And thanks to Jack in the office, you're now back on schedule. You've been hitting your videos for the last 3 weeks, thanks to Jack in the head office. I think you need to say thanks to Jack. And you've also got a YouTube. You've also got an Instagram account now, haven't you?
Yes.
Ryland's on Instagram. So if you want to follow Ryland on Instagram, just search Ryland the Kid Magician.
Followers.
You got about 50 after a couple of days. That's not bad. And obviously, I'm on Instagram as well. Guys, we're going to be back again next Wednesday with another batch of reviews. I'm going to be back on Friday with a review show revisited, and on Sunday with a review show special. But we'll see you again. Thanks very much for watching. My name's Craig.
My name's Ryland.
We'll see you again. Take care. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.